Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast with me, Matt. Maybe free for you all here on Schmidt. Yes, it's called Schmidt. I think I've already only casted one more game on this one. Very nice little winter map here on the Western Front. Let's go through the players. Present the allies today. You have Glance 02's the United States with Ranger Company straight at the gate. You have Mr. Moon as Royal Guard Regiment with Annual Specialization for the Commonwealth. And finally, we have NOAF 8037 as Armor Company straight out the gate for the United States of America. Representing the Axis today, we have Panzer Alcorn as Ostdivision for die Wehrmacht. We have Maverick as Sturm Tactics for die Waffen-SS. Finally, we have Combined Soldier 43 as Leichte Division for die Wehrmacht. Let's see how this turns out for them, shall we? This should be an interesting 3v3 map, so let's see what happens here. Looks like the pioneers are rushing up here. Double Ostruppen, fascinating. But I see some Eastern Europeans conscripted here to fight against the Allies here in the winter. And the Western Front probably somewhere in the Ardennes or close to the Ardennes. Not sure much fighting the British did on the winter in 44 to 45 against the Germans, but I could be surprised, of course. So the BS are going to win our disengagement here against the pioneers, forced them back. The Germans have tried to expand a lot up here in the north to this settlement up here. Oh, there's some good cover areas as well. I need having a fight with some Re-Echelon. Is it Re-Echelon? Yes, it is. Looks like we have the Sturm Pioneers holding up here in the middle. With some lumber yards, or by a lumber yard of some kind. We have a Kugelwagen and some Sturm Grenadiers as well. And we have the Ostruppen arriving now for the... That's intriguing. Are they in... Is this a winter map with summer uniforms? Looks like it is. They're not actually in winter uniforms. How fascinating. I guess it's just a winter map in the graphics. How intriguing. I forgot people can do that. We have triple Volksgrenadier at the moment coming out here for Combined Soldier. Lots of Volksgrenadiers for the Wehrmacht today. We're not looking good for that Volksgrenadier squad though, or more of them are arriving. Meanwhile, we have the British forces coming up here with the Royal Fusilier rifles. Doing the best to get some good shots in. You have triple Fusilier rifles, okay. Very good accurate fire against these Volksgrenadier. The Germans do basically control this part, but there's not a cutoff yet. You know, the Americans pushing up aggressively on the southern flank. Looks like the Ostruppen got pushed back again. So we're gonna have some Volksgrenadiers come out instead. Kugelwagen with an MG42 here on the flank, alongside the Kugelwagen with an MG44. Lots of Kugelwagens here. But the Brits are in good positions, waiting to engage them. One squad got suppressed though, and that might allow that Volksgrenadier to get away safely. And looks like he will. Really good fortune for the Germans there. Americans can set up here. They're about to get the supplies needed to sustain themselves. You know, the Americans are pushing up. The Pioneers are not gonna last long here, I think. Because now the Americans are gonna use this building, and oh, that's not gonna be good for those Pioneers. And that's a lot of American fire in a quick succession. We do have the bunker nearby here to provide some cover fire. At least try and keep the Americans at bay. Germans are gonna put another Brandflash here in the buildings to try and deny them to the United States or burn them out. And then they're gonna use the big building here for themselves. Try and kill the Re-Echelon. And looks like they might succeed. Yep, they do. Kugelwagen has to pull back, took a big shot there from something. But the Americans are fighting the southern part of the base, but we had MG42 coming up for the Ostruppen Division. Oh, Ostdivision rather. Playing in with some MG42 fire now. But it is out in the open. That's it, the sheer amount of volume of fire of the MG42 can be enough. They also have some support from the Waffen-SS here. Behind an abandoned half-track. We do have a 30 caliber here for the United States, air-cooled. But the Sturm Grenadiers are in a very decent position. And the Germans could move over to the MG42. Here's some more Volksgrenadiers coming out as well. Scope Gewehr 43 here for the Sturm Grenadier. Looks like they might actually win out against the machine gun. And they actually do win out, forcing it to run off, but probably because they spotted the MG42 as well. Meanwhile, the Americans have secured the northern outskirts of this settlement. With a Jeep flying around as well with a 30 caliber. Biggest machine gun here for the British Commonwealth. And a command counter field here for the Light Division. The 261 with an MT-42 on top. Going around with some camouflage. It probably should not be using during the winter, but who knows, perhaps it just started snowing. Might be very, very recent. Smoke grenade on the Kugelwagen to cover it for a bit, but it's been decrewed. So the Pioneers are going to try and salvage it. Will they have enough time, though, with the smoke grenades? I am not so sure, but they might. Looks like they actually might. Wow, okay, yeah, that's a 12 fuel returns. That's not bad at all, actually. Very nice play there from Combined Soldier. Realizing they couldn't save it, so they might as well try and salvage it to deny it to the Allies and get something out of it. Good usage of it. American officer trying to hold on down here, but he's being flanked by the 261. Surprisingly decent command vehicle early game because of its machine gun. Already mowing down that lieutenant. Very good play there from the Germans. They might actually be able to secure the southern flank here. You know, several forces of the Waffen-SS get it around as well. So we have a mine being set up here by the Germans. Very good to see. It's Schuminen. Excuse me. Just ate my dinner here recently and I can still feel it. And before the armed folks is moving around as well. Americans are slowly gearing up to try and fight down here, but I don't think it will be enough potentially. Americans are basically just holding on to the north. A lot of movement. Germans are taking in with more points and a Ford HQ vehicle coming up. The Wehrmacht-Schwerschlepper. Or Wehrmacht-Schlepper, I believe it's the full name. I'm setting up here with MP40s now. As well as one with PPSHs back at the base. MP40s set up behind here to cover them, but that's a lot of American fire though. 261 present. But there's a British tank hunter section running around. Ford HQ set up here by the Rangers. In this little barn-like structure. Oh, we have some Rangers arriving in a half-track. A little bit of a drive-by attempt. Artillery coming in around here, called in by the 261. Not doing much, but it is denying that wall for the Americans in the future. Tank on the section is going to try and get up here close, but the 261 pulls back. But because they have to with a 50 caliber on top. That's not a hard one for them to deal with, I think. As the 50 caliber can chew through the frontal arm with the 261. There's an MG nearby though. That's gonna force it off. Artillery being called in this MG position. Pulled in by the Allies. A wide scattered one though, so didn't do that much. Small pack arriving here for the Ostdivision. Should help deal with vehicles. Definitely gonna prevent the half-track from trying to push it. Oh! Pack missed. But the half-track notices and it pulls back a little bit around the corner there. We do have the 25th Panzer Grenadiers on the field here now for the Ostdivision. Oh. Good shot there on the 261. It's stuck, I think. No, it's just lost its gun. Let's pull him back for repairs. Oh, we also have the Irish Guard here for the Royal Guard Regiment. Very good assault infantry, armed with Thompsons at the moment. Can also be equipped with Sten guns, so they can actually become fully automatic, but... Oh, that machine gun cut into them. And well, the Germans are not really pushing for the northern flank at the moment. We have an early Puma as well. Although at nearly 10 minutes, I wouldn't call it early, to be honest. EBSH armed the Volksgrenadiers pushing up here. Use some weapons they got on the eastern front. After being redeployed to the western front again. I'm not sure how that would work for the Germans. But I do know some divisions redeployed from west to east sometimes. Ooh, not looking good for the MG42 here. But it's going to prevent that American squad from moving up. But there's a half-track nearby, and the Americans are going to use the hedgerows here. And we have an Aufklar, keep an eye on the Allied positions. Boomer and the 261 on the move with some Storm Grenadier support, but artillery being called in on the path. With grenade there, almost killing them. Hacked it, take out the half track though. That's gonna allow the German infantry to somewhat pull back. And we have MP40 armed force grenadiers moving up to replace them. 25 Panzer Grenadiers are securing the southern flank with a scope Gewehr 43. Ooh, force grenadiers getting in position. But grenade in the way. But they do mow down the riflemen. Don't lose one guy to the grenade. Building on fire here. Artillery called in, probably by the 261. Boomer driving up. There is an 80 gun nearby though. With high explosive almost killed the team. Smoke pop to redraw. And then the Waffen SS pushes. And they got the crew there, very nice. Very good. And the Storm Grenadiers are doing their charge. But just troops trying to get into the building with their brain gun. They're being suppressed though as they got in. And I know the Puma and the 261 is driving up a very good mechanized assault here. But another pack, 80 gun being set up here. Ooh. 261 abandoned hits. Explosive being loaded. Now the Irish Guard don't have any AT weapons. They could be upgraded with the Piat though. Also, but the sniper, he has to pull back. We also have the Royal Fusiliers moving up here. Now with a 6-man, which is unique to, I believe, Royal Guard Anvil. Was it Hammer? Anvil, yeah, I remember correctly. Gives you 1 extra man on your rifle sections. Which is a pretty big deal, by the way. They were also 4-man before, because there's now an upgrade for the British. They have to get up to 5-man, or 4-man. 5-man. Oh, Puma out of control. Hit by a right tank rifle grenade. Good tank coming onto the field for the Royal Guards. Most of the Americans have pushed back down here with the Rangers. Pushing back the West Division. Panzer Grenadiers are reinforcing back at the base. Let's see. You also have several folks from here still from the Light Division being equipped with Thompsons and of all things. US recon team on the field as well. Half class waiting out here in the middle of the road.
A mechanized assault group awaits your order to deploy, Commander.
Big firefight down here with the Rangers. Being equipped with double BAR. That's a lot of firepower for one squad. Germans are going to start forming up soon, but that MD42 cannot do much. It is being a distraction though. BAR switch target and they suppress them. Very nice. Grenade coming up behind them though. They got suppressed by their own grenade, I think, or the MG42. Rangers doing their best to hold though. Popping a smoke. That might actually save them. Ryan continues up here with a Stuart now arriving for the United States as well. And a Stuart from the Royal Guards. Giving the Allies a lot of light tanks, but something destroyed the Stuart there. Looks like, not Stuart. Stuart. Looks like there's a pack.
Ready for action.
No Panzerfaust have been equipped on the Volks Grenadiers. Also, a lieutenant here from the United States. Armored lieutenant with some grease guns. Oh, looks like a Brandflasche hit the Stuart. Not doing any damage though. It's only causing a lot of issues. British captain as well with a Bren gun. We got a mechanized force here. And Panzer Grenadiers on a half track for the Light Division. Storm Grenadiers following up behind. Ooh, Lieutenant is gonna get killed here. He actually managed to get artillery off. And AT gun actually destroys the half track. And then gets suppressed by the guards. Ooh, and that's why phosphorus shells. Oh, not looking good for the Germans all of a sudden, that flank. On the southern flank, the Rangers are doing their best to keep the Germans from pushing up here. Panzer Grenadiers with scopes, Sturmgewehrs and the scope Gewehr 43. A lot of firepower there in one squad for long range. Single BAR here, how much will it be able to do? No grenade being popped. Trying to allow his retreats. But will it be enough? I don't think so, he's going to be shot here shortly. No, they're just ignoring him, okay. Double BAR, the Rangers doing their best here, but some folks doing this with PPSHs are flanking. Lots of action. Grenade going into the building with MG. Oh, almost killing the machine gun, actually. But we also have Ranger Recon team here. We equipped with a 30 caliber machine gun. Rangers with the double BARs doing a lot of work too. And the Germans in this flank have suffered a lot. Looks like the combined American and British forces are digging in behind the wrecks and some sandbags. What are the Germans' next plan gonna be, I wonder? Germans are certainly suffering big losses here. Rangers push up forward now as the machine gun retreats. But this MG-34 is keeping the Allies at bay. But they managed to steal the pack. Double MG-34 is definitely... what's in the name? Pouring some shots into them. Oh, American Lieutenant pushing up a little bit too far here. But Irish guards are flanking. Throwing a Molotov. And then the Steward is pushing up. There's a lack of things to stop the Steward. We are seeing Germans recovering the wrecks they can for some fuel. Rangers being hit by a grenade. Didn't do a lot to them though. Getting further behind some cover here. But the Steward's doing a lot of work. Panzerfaust has been equipped though. Scavenging more wrecks. How you can scavenge this wreck? Guess they brought in a Opel Blitz and I missed it. And they're probably gonna scavenge the wrecks of the Steward here. Very good play here from Combined Soldier, scavenging everything they can. Pretty common tactic for the Germans in the Second World War, especially late in it. They needed the stuff. They did not have a lot of supplies to work with. MP-44 armed the Sturm Pioneers up there. Germans still have the Ford HQ here. But they are lacking in units somewhat. But we are going to see Panzer IV arriving on the battlefield soon. We have another Opel Blitz. Rangers are fighting down here still with their double BAR. Oh! That was a heat round? Oh, high explosive round from the Panzer IV H. Not H, F1. Almost killed the Rangers. Few survivors though, they're going to try and get out of there. They drop one BAR though. Ranger Recon set up with a 30 caliber. And Springfield rifles. Also a mortar. Oh, so there's this mortar half-track. Germans getting a lot of varied equipment out. It's good to see. After our team has to run back. One of them dies. We also have a British sniper nearby. But Panzer IV J driving northwards now from the Sturm forces from the Waffen-SS. Gonna be able to secure the northern settlement, I think. Germans still holding on down here though. Bravo out as well for the United States. The Panzer IV J is just keeping an eye up here. But the Sturm Grenadiers are moving into the settlement. We also have a Panzer IV G here for Leichte. Pretty unique thing for the Leichte Division. Can be equipped with high explosive shells as its main thing, which is not something you normally see in the Germans. They're very good at dealing late game with allied infantry formations and fortifications. Bravo moving up here, but there is an F1. AT gun cannot hit the F1 from here. High explosive loader on the re-echelon. There's another AT gun though. A lot of range. But now this AT gun has turned. Got a good shot there. Looks like he manages to back off safely. You know, the Panzer IV is pushing up here. G has been equipped with high explosives. Pretty good play. I can supplement the J pretty well. And the Allies, I don't think are prepared for this. Because the power of the G just having high explosives is really good at dealing with Allied forces. Americans are trying to get an A2 Sherman though. Probably realize they need some kind of armor to deal with this. German infantry got stopped in their approach here by the Rangers again. But the Rangers are running a little bit out of cover here with the MG42. The sheer amount of bullets is too much for them. He's setting the buildings aflame, apparently. Artillery trying to be called in here by the lieutenant. Gonna pull back. Will it be too late? Probably. Oh! The lucky lieutenant makes it again. Now the British have to quickly shore up the front line here with an AT gun. Folks going to stay near the tank too. Throwing a grenade just to be sure. Actually, that's a smoke grenade. Very smart. But the Irish Guard are pushing up through the center now. A2 Sherman driving up the road. The British have prepared a lot of forces though. And that's the G out of the game. He has to pull back before it gets overrun.
Ready to set up a new forward base.
But the Storm Grenadiers are holding the area. Running low on troops though for the Waffen-SS. Fire still a little bit static on the southern flank. Sherman is pushing up and it's going to have to deal with double GAs now. Double the firepower here for the Waffen-SS. And the A2 is not going to be the... Oh, never mind. They got an over-penetration on the J. And the J is facing through the other J. Like some kind of ghost panzer. But the Sherman's going to be very reliable enough, I think. Depends on a lot of things. Yeah, it actually takes on one of them. Bulldoze on the front as well. But yeah, you're trying to brawl with a Sherman at long range with a Panzer IV. You'd probably have been better if you were a little bit closer, but it would also have given the Sherman higher chance to penetrate. You have to be very cautious sometimes. Sherman is not a bad tank. Like, the Sherman is pretty freaking good. Another G on the front line. There's a lot of AT guns now. Americans pushing the southern flank with more Rangers. More Rangers to lead the way. As the Germans are showing up the front line with some Eastern Europeans and some Volksgrenadiers. And they're gonna last long on all this firepower.
We have additional Ostrov. An infantry squad has been killed.
Oh, not looking good here. G got hit by something pretty hard. Also likely to set up a little bit of repair station here. MG42. That's an MG44, not an MG42. I can recognize by looks of the barrel. Third infantry rifleman moving up now. Unique to armor company. They're just better riflemen in my opinion. The Rangers have pushed through over here. Doing a little bit of a mechanized assault. Most division has been completely overrun. We do have a Hetzer tank Honda coming out, a Panzerjäger. Or will that be enough? Probably not. As Rangers are pretty good at their job. We're also going to see a jumbo tank coming up from the Rangers. Ranger recon inside the building here. Most of them doing their best to hold. Egg grenade going out. They're not able to throw it though. And the Germans definitely need that Hetzer. Panzer IV G is doing his best here. Good high explosive shells. But has to pull back again. Now the Allies could push up into the settlement. There's only a pack holding it, but obviously they don't know that. After this is doing its best here. We have a big escape position as well. We also have the Black Watch in the fields. Battle group call in available to Royal Guard, I'm pretty sure. Really good long-range infantry. Ooh, good Molotov there, or Brandflasche on the half-track. It doesn't do anything though, which is very unfortunate. It looks very off-putting when the Molotov doesn't actually damage vehicles. It's on the field. Also, the Americans are pushing into the town. They spotted the pack that was trying to hide. and shooting them down in seconds with the machine gun and automatic firepower.
Lost a pack gun.
And also flanking the trench now.
Awaiting orders.
Panzer IV is in trouble. Popping smoke. Another Panzer IV for the Waffen-SS trying to hold. Heads are pulling up now slowly. But if the allies can get closer with a bazooka, they can kill that thing instantly. That's also an AT gun. And bazooka gets it. Decrewing it in an instant.
We have lost a panzer. Enemies are swarming one of our emplacements.
Not looking good for the Germans at all. They're actually trying to destroy it, but the second rocket doesn't penetrate the front.
50 cows up.
I guess it... There we go, ammo cooked. Well, the Americans have completely secured the north here. They're about to continue to encircle the German position. Panzer IV taking some big shots. More artillery going in. Germans are being pushed further and further back. Not looking good for them at all. And they actually reached the forward HQ of the Waffen-SS here. The machine guns not pointed out to the northern flank.
Ready for further orders.
Panzer IV is pushing up. Taking out the 3rd Infantry pretty reliably, but now they have to deal with the Sherman. Oh, one is an armor piercing. Interesting, now they're both doing armor piercing. Very, very good play there actually. Smoke popped. Good shot there from the G. Now the second one moves in. Sherman is still holding. There we go, ammo cooked. Now the Panzer Force can pull back. They can also switch to high explosives again. We also have an F8 Stuk coming onto the field. Jump on the southern flank. Waffen-SS is trying to pull down some support. But it doesn't look like the Ost Division is doing a lot here. That's for J as well. He got destroyed there because of the reverse bug. But it doesn't actually reverse, it tries to turn the whole tank around, which is annoying. Jumbo's gonna be hard for the J to deal with. It is trying with APCR rounds, but I don't think it will be enough. Because the jump was just so high over Frontline armor, it's kind of nuts. Almost could get a Panzerfaust off though. You also see howitzer being set up here by the Rangers, so long Tom. Oh, the F8 can also be upgraded, can just use high explosives. Pretty handy. But the Panzer Force have to pull back for some repairs again. The heads are arriving here for the Ost Division. But just throwing Eastern Europeans and Volkskrieger at a problem is not going to work against these Americans. They're well too disciplined and entrenched. And too well equipped. Panzer IV pushing up here with some high explosive rounds. Getting hit by the stolen pack. Got popped. Got a good shot there on the AT gun, almost killing the crew. Another good shot there. Taking out the crew of that actually. Here trying to take aim, firing. Overshot. Heads got close here to the Jumbo. Germans doing their best here, but it's not going to be enough. Jumbo is just too armored. Heads is surviving though. They got a Panzerfaust off though. But Jumbo still holds. Its frontal armor is saving it today. Double Panzer IV for the Waffen-SS to try and supplement. If they can overrun that Jumbo, that will take the Americans back a bit. Panzer IV is trying to push in. They just need one penetration. They actually do get it. Jumbo is just really good, man. Like, the frontal armor of a Jumbo is ridiculous. It's higher, I think it's a little bit higher than the Panther. Which is, again, absolutely ridiculous for an allied tank of that size. It's a jumbo Sherman.
For orders.
We also have a crocodile tank now arriving here for the guards, which will definitely be a problem.
Panzer force standing by.
We also have an EC-8 here for the United States. Panzerfaust off it though, almost killing it. FA trying to push up, Panzer G as well. They're actually doing a big armored assault here in the center. Germans trying to pull in everything they have, but this crocodile is slowly working its way up. Long Tom is now hitting at the German base. Not looking good for the Wehrmacht at all here. Crocodile slowly making its way up. EC-8 requiring some repairs there quick.
Assault guns standing by.
Pershing coming out as well.
Under fire from enemy panzer.
Ooh. Crocodile is now revealing itself. G is doing a very weird maneuver here, but it might work. It's trying to flank. Oh, they're missing though. Not easy to deal with a Churchill. And now it's going to get into the flamethrower. And now it's basically taken out. It puffed smoke though. But too much, now it's being burned alive.
We have lost an MG team.
Yeah, the Germans are running out of supplies here, now they're just being bombed to hell. So the Allies did a very good push here. And yeah, the Germans surrender at this point. Pretty decent match. Mid-length, I enjoyed that. Not too long, so I didn't get too tired. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one, everyone. Bye-bye!